What's up, guys? I guess the summer is officially over. It's raining every day, plus it's cold. Everything that has a beginning has an end, you know. It's not necessarily a bad thing though. You know, once it starts raining, that means we can go work inside. So I figured I'm gonna continue, well actually start off with a new project. You guys remember the firewood shed, right? It's right over here. But it's no longer the firewood shed. Maybe some of you already know this, but if you don't, then this is gonna be my new woodworking workshop. Not sure why it's funny, it's not really. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna turn this into a woodworking workshop. Nothing like super fancy where I'm gonna have like vacuum cleaners, 5000, very fine table saws and stuff. No, I don't care about that. I just want something where I could cut into length, into width, and you know, occasionally plane lumber thickness. I mean, maybe also a jointer one day in the future. I don't have that tool right now, but would love to have one. And I think this is actually a pretty decent size room for that. I think it's like 60 square meters of usable space overall. Should work like a pretty good workshop, right? I need to do some modifications though, because originally we wanted to store firewood here, but those plans have changed at the moment. Currently we're gonna store firewood, keep storing firewood inside the boxes. Now, generally that works out pretty good. The only little thing that I need to do is build like a better roof for them. Now, because when I was hauling firewood into the main house in order to stack the stuff, most of the firewood was dry, no problem. But on some boxes the roof had leaked through, and then I had like molds and stuff inside the boxes. Now I just need to make a better roof solution on the boxes. But you know, I want to make sure that I can stack them, so if you guys have some suggestions, then keep that in mind. I want to be able to stack them at least 2 rows. I can do a dirt as well, but that's a bit too high. Do is fine. But that's not gonna be the end goal for firewood stacking solution. Actually, I'm gonna build a separate firewood shed one day, and I want to build it somewhere over here, or maybe where the boxes are right now. Not sure about that. So, oh, we need to fix that as well. That is not a very good option. But anyway, yeah, this is gonna be this is woodworking workshop. Yeah, took me a while there to figure out the word, but yeah, it's gonna be the woodworking workshop. And I've actually given it quite a bit of thought where I'm gonna place everything, because I wanna empty the current woodworking workshop. So the current woodworking workshop, no, it's not much, but you know, I get everything done here, no problem. There I got everything in the length. Now on the bandsaw I got everything in the width. You know, occasionally use the planer, the drill press. Not even sure why that's there. I have never used this before. Odd. Oh, the China saw, yeah. I'm definitely not planning to take this into the new shop, because this is just garbage. First of all, the button, it works like 50% of the time, so that's already broken. And the motor on this thing, it overheats after like 10 minutes of running. Without even gutting anything. You're just kind of gutting air and the motor overheats. What? Dude, that makes no sense. I'm gonna grab that thing with me as well, definitely. Gonna set it up somewhere. But in the future, I do want to get something bigger. That small sucker is good for stuff like this, but not so good if you wanna plane. I mean, this thing generates a lot of chips. Now, it will suck it up, no problem, but the bag gets full very fast. And you can really put a bigger bag down there. Maybe if you like levitate it higher above the floor and then put like a longer bag on the thing, maybe that will work. But then again, that's not a very optimal solution. But guys, yeah, if you're into like small workshops, then this little, I would definitely recommend this little thing. It's also very cheap and it gets the job done. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm planning to empty this entire room, and yeah, I'm gonna have about 2 times more room there, roughly, than I have here. So that's always a plus. But no, addition to the tools, I also want to store lumber there. Currently, I'm not storing any lumber here. It's kind of all over the place, but in the new woodworking workshop, I also want to store lumber. And I'm gonna build some type of rack for it, so it will not take a lot of space and also be easy to access, I guess. Also, I'm gonna point out the obvious. I've said it many times before, but once we empty this, finally, then that's another step closer to the main workshop expansion project. So I'm really looking forward for that, and I'm glad I'm actually moving towards it by doing other things. But anyway, guys, before I get to work, I'm quickly gonna explain my current vision of what or how the layout of the new woodworking workshop will be. But keep in mind that with me, things always tend to change. The plans, they fly through one window, hit me in the face, and then ricochet out of the other window. So if something changes somewhere along the line, then it's very normal. But the current vision is as follows. I'm gonna build a rack into this wall, and this side, mostly this side, will be storage. All the lumber material, I'm hoping to squeeze the planks here as well. There may be some tools which are on wheels. Yeah, basically this side mostly will be for storage. And this side will be the workshop side, per se. So all the tools will be on this side, including the table. But yeah, anyway, guys, I think let's just kind of get to work. We're gonna start off with the basics. And I need to cover up the wall. I mean, I definitely need to cover up the wall. I can't have a workshop if you have like snow blowing through it, right? That's probably not good for the electric tools and stuff. So I'm gonna cover up the outside siding, then let's focus on the concrete floor. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint the thing with something in order to resolve the dust issue. Now, in order to cover up the shed fully, I'm gonna go with the free option. Now, I still have buttloads of those live edge boards, and I'm just gonna cover the gap up with another board. Now, I did something similar at the... I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember. Sawmill shed? Not the firewood shed. I always confuse everything up. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. But something like that, I mean. I think it looks pretty good. Plus it's free. I don't really need to buy anything. I just need to bunch of screws. Yeah, those things. It gives a pretty decent cover for tools and stuff. And no stupid snow will fly through this, no doubt. And it looks pretty okay as well. So I'm gonna go with this route. obsidian. Guys, I totally missed this. Having sawdust in my face and especially mouth, I've totally missed this. Now the issue is that I've been spending too much time lately under that giant yellow block of cast iron. What? And as of right now, I'm not done yet. For you though, I am. I'm not sure which is better though. No, if I'm under that thing, then I'm constantly hitting my head against something. That hurts. I don't know. I think I like this more. I think that works pretty good. Plus it's free. Might even look better if I put some oil on it. Now currently I'm not planning to do any form of insulation on this shed. So I'm gonna leave that cap at the bottom for airflow to enter, and there's about the same size cap up top. Honestly, I do want to have airflow through the shed because of fine sawdust. Yeah, that thing will just linger in the air if there's no air movement around. Now I'm not sure right now, but maybe in the future I'm gonna go down that path and insulate the thing as well. But right now and not in foreseeable future, I'm planning to put any insulation on this shed. I think I actually prefer it this way. But anyway guys, let's carry on. I still got butt loads of work to do. Focus on the rear end now. You know what I've been thinking about, guys? Freaking windows. Yeah, windows. And I figured maybe it's gonna be super dark inside, and you know, natural light is always welcome. But sadly, the choices I have are not that great at the moment. Clearly not a woodworking workshop window, right? I mean, the window is taller than the wall is. I can't even install that one. But you know, I do have another one here, right over there. I think I can actually. You know, it would be amazing if I could get rid of this thing. I've had it for years and I've been moving it around from spot to spot. It would be amazing if I could get some use out of it. 1.75. quite cozy in here, isn't it? But where to put the stupid window? Maybe on the roof. Best natural sunlight, right? I don't think there's any room in that wall. Got that post in the center. Plus the window would look odd if it was like the one side. So that's out. Back end, basically the same deal. Plus I want to install the rack here, so that's gonna get covered anyway. Probably some shelves on that end. Same situation as on the other side. So this only leaves us the roof. No, I'm just kidding you. The front wall. What was that thing? 1.75, right? I think I can cherry rig that thing into the center, even if I have to adjust the diagonal. Maybe cut it shorter, bring it a bit closer to the post. But I would actually say that that window will very nicely sit in the center of this wall. We would get some nice sunlight into that thing. It was like 1.2 meters basically, so it's definitely gonna fit here. Now before we do the window part, still need to wrap up this end as well. So let's do this wall next, then we can continue with the front side of the building. We also need to do some modifications to the water barrel. The current problem is that once it starts overflowing, then yeah, like 90% of the water will fall on this side, but the 10% will kind of go to the other side, and then I have like a pool inside the shed. So I'm thinking I should probably add some type of a overflow type of deal to this barrel, so it wouldn't be able to overflow from the top. Rather, maybe, or the easiest option I guess would be, you know, just to take the hose a bit lower and you know, put it a bit lower like that, so it would just kind of drain, you know, and it wouldn't be able to overflow from the top. This would probably be the easiest option to do, but you know, let's deal with the wall first. I have to remove everything. Yippee skippy, more work. Where's my pop? Dude, I haven't started this guy since forever. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks at least. The engine is probably seized by now. I guess not. Feels kind of strange. If you ask me, I've been hanging around Girovas too much. I can't even remember how to drive this thing. Luckily it doesn't have a steering wheel, so you don't have to drive. Okay, that was lame, sorry. Stare at the wall. I clearly have too many screws. I noticed that the center part is bowing. It's probably nothing, but I'm gonna add a little support in the center as well. Then it's solider than solid. Right now it's a bit bowy situation. It's like a banana. If anyone needs to be, then this is the only chance you will get. Stupid lake. Kus asja? Putsi küll, noh, palju sa neid kruve panid? Because I definitely have too many screws. Aia, no mis asi see veel oli? See post, jah. Kuradi pedena. Ow. But luckily I had my helmet on during the impact time. All is clear. Let's do this side now. I'm gonna try to do it as fast as possible, and at the same time try to achieve like maximum confusion or headache. Those screws suck. No, you can't drive them in. You can't even drive them out. They are very special. Not meant for this purpose. Those guys. They belong in lava. Dude, I definitely have too many screws. They're so rusty. Now about this thing now. How to make sure it's not gonna overflow from the top. I'm not sure if I wanna do the method I mentioned before. Maybe I can install some type of overflow hose somewhere up here. Yeah, I need to evaluate the situation. Give me a moment. Dude, I'm sure there's a solution somewhere here. Let's see what type of hocus pocus we can glue together. And actually, guys, Santa Claus has like 4 or 5 times more than what I have on the table. All sorts of different fittings, valves, stuff like that. Stuff like this. But, you know, the guy has been forgetting to bring it back from Finland. Now, he needed them for a job, but they're basically been sitting at Finland for like 2 years now. He always forgets to bring them back. Now, I can't remember anything, but dude, that guy, the Santa Claus can't even remember that he can't remember anything. The situation is completely foobar there. But it's okay, guys. I think we can put together a solution from the supplies I have right now. No, not this bit. That's not the right thing. Maybe this though might work, but there was a valve here somewhere. Oh, there. Technically, we could use that. Put that thing there. Now I would need like a pipe coming downwards. I got our turn there, but block. Block. Okay, so option number 1, pretty straightforward. That guy, and that end will go into the tank. And from the tank, I need to cut like a little access hole up top so I could screw it down inside the tank wall. The valve is just kind of there, but it's not really necessary. Got that plug on that end, and here we can hook up that water hose. Take it down vertically. Option number 1 kind of sucks though. It's very heavy. So let's go with option number 2. Option number 2. Much more lightweight, plus we don't have that pointless valve there. It needs to flow anyway all the time. Basically it starts overflowing when the water level reaches that point. I have to definitely go lower. Maybe like there, slightly under 1000 liters. I'm gonna definitely lose some I'm gonna lose some water capacity the lower I go. So I also wanna kind of stay at as high as possible. But I'm thinking somewhere there should work pretty good. 41. Oh yeah. Maybe I don't even need the other thing. Feels pretty nice. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. Violence is not the answer. Chocolate donuts is. I think I don't even need to go inside. This feels pretty okay. I'm just gonna put some duct tape there, make it a bit tighter. Put a bit of that epoxy glue there. This thing is gonna be probably more stuck than Joseph's clutch is at the moment. Okay. Gotta put something in this hole now. Wait a minute. Do I even have the pipe for this? What? I didn't even check. Good news, guys. Do have a little piece. I almost gave up hope because when I was cleaning the shed or hay shed. Now while I was cleaning, then I did not notice any of that pipe anywhere. So I figured I don't have it, but then I remembered. I stored it up there. Oh look, there's one more. That's actually a better piece. And that guy was so excited he jumped to the water box. Dude, look at that. I think this is perfect length. Actually, that's a bit short to be honest. Whatever, I'm gonna install this right now. Maybe I'm gonna switch it out in the future. I had this crazy idea that I don't want the off run from the box to just kind of run on the ground. So maybe I'm gonna take it into a pipe underground that would carry the water away somewhere else. But now this will do fine until then. I'm not even sure when I'm gonna do that thing. Do like a cute little mounting bracket over there. Oh. Look at that. Neato. Guess we'll see how that works once the drugs kick in. I mean rain. Yeah. Rain. In the meantime though, let's try to install that window. There. math. I did math, but I'm pretty sure everything will explode. What happened? And maybe this is like a weak spot. Maybe I should add some reinforcements, just in case. Now I was lucky enough to hit a screw somewhere here. Kind of makes no sense though. How can I? Maybe that one. I didn't think so. No, it's still there. What? Shouldn't be any screws there. Oh, the broken thing. Yeah, now I remember. There was a broken screw in there. That's what I'm hitting. Very bored memory. Don't bring a kid's toy to a man's job. Whoops. Great news, guys. The Soviet chair's cousin, long away cousin, survived. Look guys, we can see the Kirves through the window. So adorable. Also Mr. Joseph. The guy's dead though. That's pretty good. That's a bit much. Kind of out of boards. I do have like 2x4s and 2x6s, but I need something slimmer, like 1x6. Try to remind me next year, guys. Make more boards. I'm literally out at the moment. Okay, well, let's go install the windows. I'm betting we're gonna get a blue screen of that, because all the calculations are off. Kuradi! Yeah, this is actually going pretty well. All things considered. Okay, now what? So this thing probably weighs like 100 kilos. I'm gonna get it up there. There you go, now it weighs much less. Check it out, guys. Unspans window installer. I got it. What the hell is that? 5,000. mis sa seda jobu ei saa lahti enam raisk. Neato. Kuidas ma selle kätte nüüd saan? Genius! Tore vend raisk. Ei olegi midagi teha. Kuule, jobu see veel on. Miks see kinni ei lähe? See on see kruvi on see. Wait, that'll work. Oh, look at that. It works. It's like new. Now, how am I supposed to get those two out? Didn't really think this through, did I? Vähe saab võib-olla. Man, the sheer strength of screws is insane. They can really hold stuff down. Sorry. Look at that, honey. Like new. I think it suits the area pretty well. What do you guys think? No, honestly, I'm just glad that I got to put that window somewhere. I mean, I've had that window for a while, and I honestly thought I'm just gonna throw it into the fire or something. But I guess it made it here eventually. You know, I was slightly mistaken about the glass. It does have some gas in there, but only one layer. That's standard glass, so nothing there. So definitely not the most efficient windows out there, but it will do just fine here. Could do a bit of cleaning though. It's quite dusty, but and Spence is not a cleaner. So let's just proceed. But before I go and finish off outside, I wanna add some bracing to that wall. That's kind of wobbly. The span is just too long. There's not enough support in the center where there's nothing. So let's add something. Oh, nice piece of garbage concrete. Now let's go make a couple of custom brackets. Guys, even if you're like slightly into metalwork, like I am, dude, a Mac drill is a very solid option. I mean, you won't die without it, but well, but it's a very, very useful tool to have. And you know, that model, Weaver model, it's actually pretty affordable considering how expensive Mac drills are. I think that's like $200 or something like that. So that's not breaking the bank whatsoever. Now, I've had that couple of years now, and dude, you know, it gets the job done without a doubt. Really, really fast hole drilling, but only mild steel. Keep that in mind. You can't drill stuff like Hardax or something like that. Man, I missed this. Haven't welded anything for a while. Forgot how much fun this is. Explosion. Man. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Almost finished with the outside business, guys, actually. Still have this section to do, and then the door. Now the door, it's gonna be a bit different. I've had some design changes in mind. Nothing major though. But let's figure out, well, let's finish this section next. Dude, this thing is starting to look like a cozy little outhouse. Not a shed anymore. The window works very well. Yeah, really glad I decided to put it. Although it took me like an entire day to do so. But worth it. Now you just have to fix the stupid doors. Before we move on though, I was thinking some window trim. And I got some stainless steel pieces. And look at that. That fits there pretty good. Don't need to even screw it down or anything like that. Oh, I found a screw. I mean a drill. Not this crap again. Oh. You know what? Everyone should have their personal volcano. So you could discard everything you don't like into that hole. 7 or 8 billion active volcanoes on Earth. Why not? Why not? I wonder why that occurs. It's supposed to be like fancy stainless steel. Is that just stain? Looks like rust. I mean, magnet doesn't stick to it, so it has to be stainless, right? Maybe it's Chinesium stainless. That would explain a lot. Okay, that should keep the rain from going under the window and rotting everything away in about 50 years. Plus we got that little air gap here, which will do something. I want to install something up there as well, but maybe a piece of wood. Yep. Anyway guys, before we enter and work inside, I want to sort out the store situation a bit. Now I could finish it the same way as I did with the wall, but I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I have that door on the tractor shed, and yeah, it's free and all, but technically I don't really like that. Looks kind of weird, honestly. Plus, because the entire shed wall looks the same, then the door will kind of blend in with the wall. But that's not a good thing. Yeah, I want the door to be a bit separated, actually. That's why I bought some exterior siding and that stuff. I didn't have any. So I want to build like a fishtail door. Basically put those same boards diagonally, start from a corner. Some corner, I'm not really sure which corner yet, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna mess it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I want to build like a fishtail door, so that would look a bit different from the wall. I think it's a bit better choice, honestly. Plus, I probably need to rethink the lock situations a bit. So I'm gonna take those off, make the door fishy, and then add them back, but probably rethink them a bit. So let's do the door, then we can go inside and see what hell awaits us there. More secure than the Federal Reserve. I think I'm gonna go with this way. I might do other fishtail doors. I'm gonna set up like that, and it looks pretty okay. But yeah. I may not have the length, actually. Oh man, look at that. I was pretty sure 3 meters would be enough. Phillips head screws, guys. Man. The dude who invented them should go buy dorks. I think he would be amazed. I just have an entire box of them, and I just want to get rid of them. They're basically junk. Never eyeball stuff, guys. Unless you're me. Then eyeball everything. It will go to hell, but it doesn't matter. Me. Stupid cartman and his me. The guy's an asshole. But I think it came out pretty okay. Yeah. I like that it's different. Might have a problem though. I may not have enough for the second door. Math went to hell again. Maybe I have some spare at the attic. I think I had something there. Okay, so apparently I do have like 4 boards. They're extra long as well. But the profile is slightly different. They might not match up. I think let's use those up first. And if we don't have enough, then let's go dig those out because they're actually buried under a bunch of boards. And see how they match up. Booyah! Oh, the bottom as well. My booyah was celebrated a bit too early. Sorry guys. Booyah! Kurat, asjad siin ees kõik. Vittu uska kinni see panna. Huh. Door. Man. Is that worth it? I don't know. Kind of looks weird. But maybe not. Maybe if we put the missing parts, then it's gonna look pretty good. So let's do that. Why even need a lock and key? I mean, you could just screw the door shut every day. I hope the doors are not getting too heavy, you know. Maybe those little hinges are not up for the task. I think they should be longer, you know. The door feels really heavy. I'm thinking maybe the hinges are not up, not manly enough. I have to keep that in mind. Yeah. Should probably not add too much more to the door. Yeah, I could just install this back. I think it would work fine. But maybe I can find like a better piece. I'm gonna go look, maybe I have like a better piece. What do you think, guys? I think it's a better option. First of all, it's more lightweight than that. Already like 5 reasons right there. So let's go with this one. Well, honestly, wish the wood was a bit different shaped, you know. Kinda S-shaped. This is like a C. But no, I don't really have anything well wider than that at the moment. So I think let's go with that. It has some character, I guess. Now I just need to figure out how many screws I'm gonna need. Even if you grind them down, it's not easy to remove. I definitely want to use the big one. I mean, I definitely want to reuse the big one, but I'm not sure about the little one right now. Maybe we'll make something better. I'm gonna make a little upgrade though. Instead of stupid screws, I'm gonna use those bolt things. These things, I think they're called dead bolts. Good size hole. Juman kyllä, niin juhtus. Katastrof. I was wondering, why was I drilling up there? It was a lot easier down there. Sometimes you do stuff and then later think that makes no sense. Now, what does that remind you guys? Now, from up there, it looks like one of those machines, you know, whack on the head, game machines. But you know, from down here, the story is a bit different. It's a bit more like golf, I'd say. By the way, I've never played golf. In order to properly play golf, you need to own your own golf course. And the only golf course I've ever owned was in GTA 5. But I got that with cheats, so that doesn't count. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna go with the lazy option and install that back. And the main negative thing I had about this was that I needed to bend over in order to open it. So I figured maybe I can put like something longer, like I have upstairs. But right now I don't have the material, so I'm just gonna install this back. Managed to hit a screw. Fancy that. Oh man. The moment you hit screw with a drill, chunks just go flying. The bit is just immediately ruined. See you guys. I struck that screw for like 5 seconds and it's just completely wrecked. Oh. Wrecked the head. Another clown came for a visit. He's the next guy, the next house. We're gonna discuss business. By the way, that's the same dude who wanted me to do some field work with the Giroets. Starting next year, he's gonna have access to a couple of local fields, and maybe we can fool around a bit. It's actually next door, very close. Raskem seda parem. It's about the same, I guess. Maybe mild upgrade. I'm gonna go look around. Maybe I can find like a couple of nice door handles from my firewood pile. Maybe we have something here. I don't see anything crooked. And maybe from my energy wood pile. Supermom doing Supermom things. Moving the leaves away. Such a Supermom thing to do. Oh man. I'm gonna find anything useful here. Hey, look. That piece seems pretty promising. Holy hell. Emergency situation. Get to your post. Got a couple of really nice handles over here. Sadly, some monkey has got into one slightly. Maybe it's not a problem. Now I can even grab it from there. That's how you're supposed to debark wood, guys. Just take it off with your fingers. I think this will work very well. Ma ütlesin 10 korda, et see ei ole õige ots, näe. Ei, see on õige ots. Usu mind. Munn. Don't believe thyself. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Door handle 5 million. Any of you guys want some custom door handles? My Energy Wood pile is well, it has a lot of supplies there, if you're interested. Now, overall, I'm pretty happy how the door came out. I do kind of regret making the hinges inside though. I have this stupid cap here that I have to fill with something now when the door is closed. You can literally just kind of go into the shed even if the door is closed. I mean, you have to be like a infant, but still. Now, I can put any cover on this side as well because the door opens like that and it's gonna hit the cover, so I have to put something inside, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Shouldn't have put them inside. That's what I'm trying to say. Stupid decision. But you know, other than that, not bad. I'm gonna do a couple of more modifications to the door and then we'll move on inside. Okay. Yeah, mostly I'm gonna be using that door, so this can mostly stay stuck. I mean, shut, but your winds can still kind of blow it open. So I'm gonna add a little thing here as well. On seal. What? Did I hit bedrock or something? My concrete is junk, should be easy to drill. Dude, what the fuck? You piece of ass, pencil. How did that happen? That's not possible. The outside pipe is a bit bigger, maybe. Nüüd juhtus. What? Why is my dork's head there? Man, look at this crap. Cheap ass heads or drives. The thing just broke off just like that. Great success. Plus that's seized. No mis nüüd toimub, ma ei saa aru, kuidas see sinna kinni on keevitanud ennast? What? No, that's a tight fit. That's a really light fit. Bacho. You guys know bacho? Is that French for tight? I know. Guess we got like a mild conflict, but it's not a big deal. Quite a tight fit, but you know, I have a bunch of rocks here at the moment in the way. I can't actually test if the other hole will match up. I mean, there's hope. That pipe is a bit bigger. I think it's gonna go. I gotta put something here now. Really stupid little gap. that's pretty okay. Could be a bit thicker, but I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think that's fine. You guys remember when at the start of the year, sometime after snow, I dumped absolute ton of topsoil from the forest area near the stream, and then I put some grass seed down, and basically this is the result now. Overall it looks pretty good. There's just a couple of wet spots in the middle somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can remember this area, but basically I raised the area like half a meter. All the topsoil I dumped here, smoothed it out with Joseph. No, I haven't dealt with that. Yeah, I should probably put some mud in the hole a bit. But you know, overall, actually pretty good. There's like a visible grade towards the stream. The entire area is not flat. It's actually grading towards the stream. So that's definitely good. Could use like a load or two in that spot though. Yeah, it's so typical. And Superman bought a new mower, but she still keeps using the old one. Actually, I'm not sure if you guys know about that. Sorry for the spoiler, if you do. But yeah, she bought a new lawnmower, still uses the old one. And that just makes no sense. But I think... she kinda likes that one, I guess. Maybe it's normal. You buy a new tractor, but you still use the old one. I mean, I sure do it. So maybe it's normal. Anyway, let's continue with the silly video. Looks like 10 will fit here a lot better. Currently it's 9, but it's kind of bowy. There we have 11. So perhaps 10 will fit perfectly. Whoa! Yeah! Completely flat. Holy hell, look at that. Can't even see sunlight. Anymore. Man, that works pretty good. Much better than the other side. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Woo! Okay. Dude, I'm sick of this car. The next order of business. Well, actually, I'm planning to do like 2 more things. Then I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. And the first thing is I wanna temporarily hook up the power to the shed, so I could get some light into the thing. And the second thing is the floor. Now, because formally it was supposed to be like a firewood shed, then I didn't really care about the quality of the floor. I mean the surface, how smooth it was. But now that it's gonna be like a very poor man's workshop, woodworking workshop, then I think I should put some effort in the floor. And I think I am thinking I am gonna grind the floor up a bit, just kind of get rid of the bumps, get rid of the top coat, I mean, a bit better concrete under the first layer, I guess, get that out, and then I'm gonna treat the floor with some of that stuff. Basically, it's like a concrete treating thing. And there's no English description, but I guess I can try to do like a direct translation for you folks. Now, absorbs deep into the concrete pores and cracks. Makes like a thick layer of some type of word I can't pronounce on the concrete. Sorry. Suurend English. Increases concrete strength and wear resistance, or adds wear resistance. Reduces concrete's water absorption rate, and yada yada yada, bunch of nonsense. Oh, including oil products, so resistance against that. So basically this thing is absorbed by the concrete. It goes into the pores and cracks, and then it generates like a layer of something I can't pronounce, and I take it like imagine it like a protective layer. Yeah, it generates a protective layer on the concrete, which will make sure that the concrete is stronger, absorbs less water because that stuff is in there, makes the concrete more wear resistant, and also helps against oil stains, because oil will not directly go into the concrete. Something like that. I tried my best. Now the only floor I've ever used it on is the workshop floor. And comparing this floor to an untreated floor that I have here, then first noticeable difference is there's like a lot less dust on this floor. I mean, if you sweep this floor, then the dust is like never ending. No matter how many times you sweep one spot, there is always dust on it. It's always dusty. Now here is a bit different situation. I would say it's maybe like 40-50% less dust compared to that floor. It's still dusty, but in my defense, I haven't cleaned the floor in like half a year now, at least. So I think that product is worth it. I was thinking about paint, but I don't know, that was cheaper. Basically, yeah, that was cheaper. Plus it leaves the concrete structure out. If you paint it over, then it's paint. But before we deal with the floor, let's hook up the power, do like a temporary connection. I have the power line right here, and I think I'm just gonna jerry rig it up somewhere, somehow. Ooh. I guess when I built the shed, I was thinking about this cable. Kuradi, poolik raisk. Check it out, guys. Old Blue, quietly enjoying its retirement. Just casually bleeding out its intestines. What a harsh life. Sawdust there. Put like a temporary box here. Feels like everything I do is temporary, and then it stays forever. But this is definitely temporary. I mean, it even says temporary on it. Okay. Ah, look at that. The glue is still holding. Still holding. What? That works. So something's reaching the hotel. Why doesn't that work though? Wait, do we have anything here? Why is this thing down? Okay, if that works, but that still doesn't work. There is a glitch somewhere. How embarrassing. Siin tohiks nagu midagi häda olla. Ma lihtsalt tahan teada, kas siia see vool jõuab kohale või on kuskil mingi muu häda. And we have voltage here and nothing going out. What? The problem is in the switch? Kurat, ei näe mitte midagi. switch broken. Maybe it goes to the other thing. So it goes to the other thing. Why is it designed like that, man? That's stupid. Or am I stupid? All the switches I've connected up so far are always designed the same. Input from the bottom or from the top, and the output is from the opposite side, not freaking next to it. Now I'm sure there's like a guide on the back end, but I just went through muscle memory when installing this thing. It's always been the same until now. We gotta install like a little thing there. Ta-da! It works. And I did not die. All went according to plan. I mean, not bad honestly, I would say. Pretty good light. Actually, as for lights, I'm probably gonna install more of them, but I'm gonna hook them up under different switches, so they're not gonna be lit all the time. I guess this is like general lighting for the workshop. And I'm actually glad that I decided to add like 4 lights on this side, because this will be mostly the workshop area and that's the storage area. So it's always better to have that extra light in the workshop area, I guess. But yeah, probably I'm gonna add a couple of more lights here and there, just to light up some workstations, like the length cutter and maybe something else. But anyway guys, yeah, one more little goal left. Actually 2. I wanna oil the building again, but yeah, floor first. Yeah, I'm gonna clean everything up, get the sawdust away, sand, rocks, everything basically, and then we can start grinding this thing down. Now I'm not gonna grind it too much, I just wanna get the bumps out kind of smooth, doesn't need to be super smooth. And then we're gonna clean it again, put the lotion down, and then we're gonna go oil the shed again. This is gonna be fun. Not. You know, the surface coat is extremely weak, it just kind of flies off. But under that coat there should be like better quality concrete. Usually the surface coat is the weakest. I got rid of that stupid washing machine, that thing literally did nothing. Plus I noticed that this is missing parts. There should be some type of guard, extra guard on the thing with brushes, which should divert the dust into the tube. But it's missing for some reason. But I think this is gonna work pretty good. The main problem is that I can't really see the quality while I'm grinding because of the dust. But luckily the dust dissipates pretty fast through this building. So that's a plus. Okay, so doing it with this thing is basically impossible. You can't see anything. You're just kind of completely blind. All you can see is white. But you know, doing it with these, not bad. It's a bit more risky, but I'm gonna go throw this away. Ah, looks like you guys got hit with something. There's 3 cracks in the lens. Right over there. Looks like a black hole. Oh well. A round of applause, please. Guys, I think it's going great. I mean, I'm already like 1/4 or maybe 1/5 done, and it's been only, no, you know, about 30 minutes so far. You're doing it standing up a lot better actually. And oh yeah, the surface coat. Yeah, maybe some of you concrete engineers can confirm or deny that, but then once I go through that surface coat, the grinding further down gets a lot harder. You have to push on the machine a lot harder. Basically, when you do the surface, then you don't have to push at all. The surface coat just kind of disappears. But yeah, the bottom part or the sub layer seems to be a lot stronger. I think that happens when because when you board the floor, the cement in the mix rises upwards and it settles on top, and because of that the surface layer just becomes weak. Too much cement in the top. But I'm not sure, maybe some of you concrete engineers who watch my videos can confirm or deny that. I have to take occasional pauses though, because there's just so much dust on the floor that plowing through that dust with the grinder just makes it worse. So it's just kind of do a bit, then clean up, do a bit more, clean up, stuff like that. It would be a lot better if I had like a suction device. Soimu sivoros. I wonder what that means. But yeah, I would probably need like a better suction device. Plus, I need to order some parts for that thing because it's clearly missing the card. Then it would be a lot better, I'm guessing. I mean, from there, maybe you can make out the difference. That's a lot more smoother. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. And honestly, even this is good enough for me. I don't want much. I don't want much from life. But I'm gonna try. Maybe I can get it a bit better. Oh joy, this is fun. This is actually fun. Oh. Hopefully that's enough for this floor. I don't really want to go to the store looking like a freaking Snow White. Oh, that's wearing down pretty fast. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I think we're like halfway done now. And probably later, after I do the main grinding, I'm gonna clean it up, and most likely I'm gonna go over it again. I'm gonna take a little break, gonna let the duo cool down, and I'm gonna blow it out as well. Guys, before I continue, I have to do like a quick firewood delivery. Dude, don't park under a tree when it's dropping its leaves. This stuff will go up in flames very easily. Üks näitab kuhugi perse, teine näitab rohkem perse. Yeah, I hope it's okay. Hey, dude, look at that ants pants camera holder. You can even place 1 ton on top of it, still fine. Holy hell. I should go into camera holding business. But anyway, I have to stack 5 boxes nicely on top of this trailer. And yeah, then we can proceed with the business. Oh man, this is a lot more hard work than grinding that stupid floor. Ooh. I should eat less donuts, that's for sure. But basically I have to stack it to the red markers, and then the entire trailer is 5 cubic meters exactly. That's what the guy ordered. Rebar. Check this guy out. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Usually these guys are very scared. They run away immediately. Yo, I'm right over here, man. I've never seen one up so close. Holy hell. Not bad stuff, man. Look at that. Can't believe I'm selling this crap for 50 bucks per cubic meter. Woo. In my defense though, not all of it looks like that. Some of it looks like this. This is basically bark, so nothing. I just have it all mixed up. Maybe I should sort it better. What do you guys think? I mean, stuff like this would definitely fetch a higher price. Guess we got our oil delivery now. What do you think, guys? Now that's hydraulic fluid. Much like that. Now obviously it's used, and no, it's from the John Deere tractor. I'm assuming that's why it's green. Now for comparison, this is what a used hydraulic fluid looks like from a Russian machine. Well, honestly, comparing them from side to side, they look about the same. Yeah, feel about the same as well. Okay, that smells a bit better. That's like punch of death. Looks kind of reddish actually. Okay, so I'm gonna run this thing through a fine mesh, and I think I'm just gonna keep it as spare, I would say. Now, for example, if I need to top something off, like 2-3 liters, then I can use that stuff. But if I want to replace the entire reservoir, then I'm gonna put in new fluids. What do you guys think about that idea? Not sure at the moment. Currently I'm just gonna filter it and store it until I need it. Yeah, looks like I have about 100 liters total, so it's not that much, but still quite a bit. And I think this might be useful if I need to top something off in the Soviet machines. I don't think I'm gonna put this stuff into the Bobcat or Yanmar, most likely. And this is probably gonna take forever, but luckily I don't have to sit here all the time. In the meantime, I can go grind the floor. Okay guys, so I had to call it a day yesterday. I mean, my neighbor almost called the fire brigade on my ass. It was very close. The guys just kind of rushed here with phone in hand, already dialed and everything. He thought the building was on fire or something. Good neighbor, I would say. But no, I think I got the first layer down now. Dude, this dust is just insanely fine. I mean, look at that. It's like water, holy hell. I'm gonna try to do like a cool little slow motion drop for you guys. Dude, I think that was totally worth it. I couldn't sadly do anything about the stupid light flashing, but still, this thing is just super fine. I mean, it's basically like cement. I mean, if you add water to this stuff, it will harden up. There is a lot of cement in this dust. It just feels so satisfying to walk in it, you know. But anyway. Anyone wanna buy some super dust? It's just like regular dust, but it's super. Nothing else matters. Everything's white. Holy hell. Even Supermom's gardens. Desperately need some rain now, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm getting similar vibes to one of my cabin videos. But instead of concrete dust, I had sawdust there. But feels pretty similar. I don't know. Now, guys, I know that this is broken, but don't worry. That's why I have the second one. See? If you put two of them together, then it's not broken. Okay, so I'm gonna go over that surface with the vacuum before I put the lotion down. But yeah, I'm not really sure about this. Yeah, maybe that was not such a good idea, pushing the fine dust into the mix. Or maybe I could just put some water on it and it should be concrete by tomorrow. So it's a good idea, let's do it. I guess we'll see how stupid of an idea this is later on. I think it's gonna harden up to some degree. And I think it's gonna be better than just plain dust. Eventually it's gonna harden anyway with the rain and stuff. I just wanna get a head start. Bro, are you even sucking anything? Woof! Man, that guy really sucks at sucking. It's like your only job is to suck. And you still suck at it. You can't make this stuff up. And even after all that grinding, I was unable to remove the Village Cat Mafia bar prints. Guess they're there to stay for life. I'm pretty happy with the results, except for a couple of spots where we have like holes. It's not that bad. I'm not built for cleaning. Now this was probably the first and last time ever I will vacuum this freaking floor. But guys, I think it was worth it, all that effort. I mean, it didn't really take me that long, time-wise. It was just a lot of work. It's definitely better than what I had before. I think currently this is better than my workshop floor at the moment. Now the box says that you need to put at least bare minimum of 2 layers down. And the third installation method is with a spray nozzle or a spray bottle. Although you can just kind of throw it on the floor as well and just gonna sweep it around, I guess. Look at all the nice colors. So many tiny rocks. It's already disappearing. I think I need to go buy more. Yeah, hopefully the stuff will actually do something. Who knows, maybe it's just like flavored water or something like that. You know, when there are medicine trials, some people are given the medicine, other people are given, well, nothing basically. They're like a control group. Maybe it's the same situation here. It says something on the box, but it's not actually going to do anything. But anyway, guys, I think it's pretty mundane all the way to the end now. Just gonna spray some control water down on the floor and then spray some proper oil on the shed, outer walls. So I think we can just kind of put the music thing on and Homer Simpson style. Dude, this took forever. Another chapter has closed. I spared no expense. Threw as much as oil as I could on that thing. I mean, everything is basically covered in oil at the moment. Yeah, including me. Now, technically, I think this t-shirt has like marinated enough now. So we can just kind of directly deposit the thing into the fuel tank of that guy. Joseph, what's up, dog? But yeah, jokes aside, totally worth it. Looks a lot better. Plus, majority of the shed now has 2 coats of oil on it. About the floor though, I did lie to you guys about the 2-coat thing. After applying the second coat, I kind of remembered that you need to keep applying the stuff. You know, just keep spraying layer after layer until the stupid concrete does not absorb the liquid anymore. So it just kind of stays on top, and you know, that thing is not water based, so it's not going to evaporate away. So you need to like swipe it away. So yeah, just kind of keep applying it until it's not going to be absorbed anymore. Sadly though, I did not have enough, so I need to go buy more and keep spraying it down. But you know, although it took me like 2 days to mess with the floor, I think that was worth it. I mean, it looks a lot better. That, not so much though. But anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up now. Consider this like episode 1 of the woodworking workshop build, I guess. I'm thinking I'm gonna immediately start working on the episode 2, but I do have some loose ends to tie up with a couple of other projects. Now before I go though, I do wanna clear up a couple of things. So about the firewood thing, I was stacking it on the trailer because the guy who was hauling it was not actually the buyer. Yeah, he was like a transport service, let's call it that. So he dropped his trailer off, I loaded the thing full, and then he delivered the firewood to the paying customer. So hopefully that clears up some things. And about the oil, 125 liters used hydraulic fluids, which I got. It has this greenish reddish color, and I think it's good enough. Right in the fuel tank, I mean. But I'm gonna go sleep and then proceed with the next video. You guys though, go do your thing. Ciao.